And if you drive into St. Louis City for work but have been working from home lately, don't expect a break on your paycheck tax. The city won't ease off of the 1% tax. New at 6, News 4's Russell Kinsall is asking the city to justify the tax given the situations. He's starting our team coverage live for us from downtown.
Samantha, right about now, normally a lot of employees would be leaving the big office buildings downtown and heading for their commute home. But instead, they're probably closing up their laptop and they're getting up off the couch and commuting to the kitchen. Whether you think it's fair or not, the folks who live outside the city but work inside the city are going to have to pay the full amount of their earnings tax, even for the time they've been working from home.
I don't think that's fair.
Russ Brucher speaks for a lot of people who work in the city but live elsewhere.
They're working from home. That's not a city. It's not really fair that they get to claim that.
Henry Ordewer is a professor at St. Louis University School of Law.
But it's a little bit more complicated than that.
People who live in the city or work in the city and live elsewhere pay a 1% earnings tax. It's a third of the city's budget.
Roughly the earnings tax is about $190 million, and then the payroll expense tax is like another $50 million.
Deputy Collector of Revenue Tom Vollmer says some big employers have asked if they should keep withdrawing the tax from paychecks for employees who are working from home outside the city, and the city told them yes.
It's an earnings tax. They're earning money from a city-based company performing the same job, accessing servers and databases.
At tax time, taxpayers can request a partial refund if, for instance, their job sent them to another city for a few weeks or months to temporarily work in a branch office. But the city says working from home during the pandemic is different. Professor Ordewer expects the issue to end up in court.
I could see a court siding with the city on that. I could see a court siding with the taxpayer on it. If I were a betting person, I would probably bet on the taxpayer on that one.
But the city stands confident.
You are still working. You're working for a city-based employer, and the employer is the one that chose to send you home to do your job.
So Deputy Collector of Revenue Tom Vollmer says he doesn't know of any employer who has stopped that withdrawal of that earnings tax. So it looks like it's going to be up to individual taxpayers if they want to challenge this in court. Live downtown, Russell Kinsall, News 4.